Hey y'all, welcome back, or if you're new, welcome. My name is Kira Toka, and today I am going to be making a video about owning dogs. So I'm making this video because for 10 years I lived with my mother and she has always owned dogs, and now for the past 6 months I have lived with my father and he does not own dogs. They don't own any type of animal at all. There are some things that I have just noticed is different, and there's things that are relieving because you don't have to worry about it, and it's really warm in this room. By the way, there's still snow outside and it's like melting, so it's kind of ugly now. There's a lot of spots where there's just grass showing, like nasty, muddy, like iced over grass. Well, and then there's like a whole bunch of white, so it's kind of just like So anyways, thing number one is the barking. I don't hear barking anymore, and it is probably the silence was the most beautiful thing. So that's pretty nice, because literally there was a point when there was like 5 dogs, because there was like 6 dogs living in my house towards the end of my stay in Florida, and it was like a chain reaction. One dog barks because they think they hear something, or they probably did hear something, and then all the other dogs barked, and it was horrible because I was doing Florida virtual school, so I was trying to study. Oh my gosh, there's times when I would try to do a DBA, which is a discussion-based assessment. So the teacher calls you and asks questions. My teacher will be in the middle talking to me, and then my dogs would just start barking. I'm like, hold on, and she's like, I press mute, and then I'm like, shut up. Yeah, it's great. Number 2 is stepping in pee coming home from work, and like if you leave your dogs out of the kennel, or even if your dogs are out but you decide to go in your room and then you come out and you just step in a puddle and you're like, mother trucker. Really? Okay, that's cool. I just let you guys out 30 minutes ago, but that's fine. Or if it's raining and your dogs are super petty and they don't want to get their paws wet and they don't go to the bathroom, and then literally like 3 minutes later one of them pees in the house and you're like, that's cool, thanks. What's that purple cleaner, Fabuloso? That was used at one point like every day in my house because all my dogs were like potty trained. There was a point when we had this roommate living in our house, and her dog would get scared, so we were trying to make it go to the bathroom, and it would get super scared and pee on the floor as we're trying to get it to go outside. So we were always like, you have a cool dog, thanks. The third thing is always having to leave the doors closed. If I left my room open, they would go in there, sniff it out, and then find something to grab. And next thing you know, you'd be like, oh, what are they chewing on over there? And then, oh, looks like you don't have a chapstick anymore. The only room that was actually kept open was my mom's room. Except for some reason, in the laundry room, there was like a dog hole, a cat hole, I don't know what it was, but there was a hole in it so that they could actually climb through, and so there's a trash can in there. And there's a lot of times when you just heard smack, and then you went in there and there was trash on the floor, and my dog would like scream out, and I'm like, no. Then I come here and it's like you leave the door open, and it's also an indication that nobody's in the bathroom, because if the door's closed, then everyone's like, is anybody in there? Even though the light's off. But yeah, not being a free person, you can't really go anywhere because you gotta, make sure your dogs are taken care of, or if you keep them up in a kennel, you don't want to leave them in there for like 12 hours straight. If I came home from like a long shift or something, I would have to feed them, and feeding them that's like the 5th thing, is feeding them was so freaking annoying. We trained them to like sit, but they would get so excited and they would start going in circles, and we're like, sit, and they wouldn't stay sit. And then finally you put all this stuff down and you're like, stay, and then I would like count to like 6 and then be like, go ahead, and they all and like, oh my gosh, there's been fights before where like one of the dogs tried to get another dog's food, and then you hear and then you're like, oh shoot. And there's fights that I've had to break up. My dog bit me in the head, and it was like under my table, and I went under there and I might have pinched him with my elbow like going down, and that like vicious dog attack growl just came out, and he just like bit me, and like my ponytail was all messed up, and I was like, oh my gosh. And my friend that was there was in the chair. She lifts up her feet and she's laughing like and if she's watching this, I'm sorry. I don't want to make you seem like a bad person, but like she's like and I'm like, that's not funny. Like my dog just bit me. He's never like but then he got real apologetic afterwards. Like he was walking up to me like with his head all down, like all cute, and which I probably pinched him, but oops. But anyways, guys, thank you for clicking on this video. If you liked it, click the like button. If you like me, subscribe, comment down below. And if you're new, feel free to check out the rest of my channel where I post random things every Monday. And if you want, you can follow my Instagram at Kira_Tilka. And other than that, guys, see you next Monday. Peace.